Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Falcons at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Off play action. Freeman. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Person. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. It's complete to Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man, London, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Off play action, Freeman. He finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. Person. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Person, and he'll take this one down to the 36. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake, Freeman. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a round very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a cycle.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A final shot before break. Freeman, he's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Freeman. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Freeman.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. How about this?
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
65 catch. 65.
Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
And it is caught.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Freeman. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Come 19. Come 19. Let's go, let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. On first down, Freeman. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hammond. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Person. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Touchdown, Raiders! From 4 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Falcons 24, Raiders 21.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 6. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Off play action. Freeman. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Freeman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Freeman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Let's go.
Well, the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on fourth down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Ready!
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was